My name is Katrina, and this is our Vampire the Masquerade stream, Season 2, titled The Tower, Boston, a City in Peril, Episode 8. And as per usual, before we begin, I would like to introduce our players as well as their characters.
Hi, I'm Marianne, play Shavok. I was about to say York, but Price. Siobhan Price. Yeah, 10th generation Toreador.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm playing Christopher Masters, formerly Christopher Falcone. He's a Ventru of the 10th generation.
Hello, my name is Örjan, and I'm playing the role of Sean Deanson, and I have run out of funny things to do with that name. He's a gangrel of the 10th generation.
All right, so everybody has been reintroduced. Last time we left our players, as I had quite the ordeal with these pretty scary hunters. And we're gonna go into the scene, and I do remember were they reunited at the house that's supposed to be burned down with Christopher and Vinny, or had they already gone their separate ways? I know JJ had left.
Sean is about to leave because he's just had a conversation with the sheriff.
And Siobhan is pretty hungry, so I think she needs to leave soon as well.
You have Vinny there.
I don't want to like no.
He's an acquired taste.
You're gonna slack on him. I'm sure he'll indulge you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he'd like it a lot. You better call him afterwards, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and if you take him home, you have to feed him and keep him clean, take him out for a walk.
Yeah, no Winnie for me.
No Vinny for her. So, are you at this point engaging with each other, or are we just trailing off? I need to know before we begin.
I'm trailing off.
Yeah. We could probably make some sort of talk to each other tomorrow late.
Yeah, I think so. See you in the night, in the evening.
I'll text you or call you when I'm up.
Do that.
Yeah. I think I also need to figure out where I'm staying tonight. So Shiv will send Alexander a text and just ask if I can sleep on the couch or something. Whatever a spare room vampires use.
Under the couch, maybe.
In the closet.
Yeah. Please, can I sleep?
Bathtub.
Yeah.
That's many options.
I'll just probably make sure that he understands it's a crisis and I actually do need help.
There's always room in my oil pit.
Yeah.
So then we have Christopher and Vinny left at the derelict building. So we're gonna deal with them first.
Well, Christopher's gonna be a bit. This is gonna give him a stain, isn't it? He really wants Vinny to forget about JJ, so we'll have to muddle his mind a little bit. I don't think it's a good idea for him to like. He's already manhandled him, and knowing him, that will probably just make him interested in.
So you're gonna warp his mind and take away JJ from his memory.
Just cloud memory. Just essentially erase the last 5 minutes, last minutes of his cloud it, and then feed him bullshit about meeting him outside. He's not gonna try to do anything actually like pulling out memories. He's gonna cloud his memories for the last little encounter. It's the number one lowest and dominant.
Yeah, and you don't need to roll when it's on a human.
No, and it's free. There's no roach. Actually, yeah.
Well, because he's a touchstone and not just a random hobo Joe, I get to deem what to do with you.
Yep, at least one stain, I guess.
I could do stain, or I could deem a rouse check.
Whatever you say, I have. Let me find dying in case.
I'm thinking we're gonna go do with a rouse check because we're gonna put a fire under Chris's ass to actually deal with his hunger.
Suck it. A 9.
Oh, you damn you!
Should have given me the stain.
I should have. But no take backsies. Well, he seems absolutely content. Whatever you said to him, he's like, "Who? Ah, cool. Are we burning this baby down or what?"
Yes, let's just go through the building, make sure there's no squatters here.
Yeah, it's.
So if I'll go up,
empty.
he'll take from bottom, I'll take from top,
Yeah.
and meet in the middle, and then
Yeah.
prep it and have him light it with me at a very safe distance away from the building. Any form of fire.
He seems to be very honored over the fact that he gets to light this puppy ablaze, and you're very happy to stay clear of the inferno
Oh, yeah.
because it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk so far away that he won't be able to feel the heat. If it's better, then it's gonna have his back to it. I'm not gonna look at it at all. And as soon as he's done, we're just gonna get out of there. And probably need to go and get a drop by a bar or something for him, like sell it to water to drink with him.
Oh yeah.
So you get to feel important.
Yeah. Are you doing anything else with your target?
Yeah, well, it's gonna be it's probably closer to 3:30 or 3:45. So it's gonna be too late to break in or do anything with that. So what he actually is gonna do though, he's got her name. He's gonna see if he can find her phone number in a
Yellow pages.
Yeah, the Yellow pages, and I'm sure whatever bar would drop by have a payphone at the back, something like that, and he's gonna call
to see if she's home.
Yeah, see if she's home to make sure that she's the only one there.
8 or 9 rings, and you think it's gonna disconnect. You hear a very tired voice say, "Hello, who the hell is calling at this time of hour? It's the night."
He put the jacket over there with the phone. Yeah, is John there?
Fuck you, dick. There's no John here. Click.
Put Barbara on then. Put Barbara on.
You just said it's click.
Good. Mañana. And then it's probably after that it's getting it home. Get it before the sun comes up and he turns into a pumpkin. No, wait, a bonfire.
Yeah, and you're amazed how many drinks Vinny can drink in the time given. So he's already a bit shit-faced at this point.
Yeah. Make sure put him in a cab and get him home.
Vámonos aquí. All right. Well, before we do, Sean, we're just gonna make sure that Siobhan gets somewhere safe.
Well.
Yeah. Well, quickly after, your phone rings.
Hello.
And you hear the familiar voice of Alexander saying, "Sweetheart, what's up?"
Hey, a lot to explain, but I need a safe place to stay, and I thought maybe I could crash at yours. The velvet rope was kind of attacked tonight by hunters.
Are you all right?
So I don't want to stay there tonight. Yeah, I'm fine. We're all fine. It's just. Yeah, it's been marked. JJ's handling it, I think. At least that's what she said.
Okay.
On the down low, I think, as well. Just so, yeah, I don't think she thought it needed to be a big deal.
Okay.
Announced to the world.
Right. Sure. You can meet me at my apartment in Beacon Hill.
Okay. When? Are you...
Well, I can head there now.
I was thinking of making a stop on the way.
Sure, how much time do you need?
In check for Shiv, how long do I need to seduce and potentially grab a bite? I don't know.
I don't know.
I need to find a place and all
it depends about how aggressive you're gonna be about it.
I think she needs to be a little aggressive about it. It just Beacon Hill and where we are now, and if I was to stop actually at the Crow on the way, because I do know that there are some people there, usually on a Sunday night.
You're pushing it.
Fuck.
I'm not saying it is impossible, but you're going to be very successful on your first target.
Yeah. Oh, decisions. Because Rouse checks the day after. Okay, now maybe maybe I will hold it until the next day. Fuck. And I'm sorry for swearing so much. Okay. You know what, Alex? I'll just come straight over.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. So 30 minutes then?
Sure. Yeah, I'll
All
make it for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, oh my God, we're friends. We're family. No worries.
Thank
I
you.
got you.
It means a
And
lot.
you can, and we can gossip about what the hell.
Yeah. Usually I would say I'll bring a bottle, but I don't think I will.
You're snickering.
Yeah.
All right, Toodles, darling. We'll see you in about 30.
See you.
Bye. All right, we're gonna go to Sean as he makes his way to, as he has been told, to get his ass to Bunker Hill.
Mm-hmm. I'm going there by any transport possible, available. If I grab a taxi, I can grab a taxi. If not, I do whatever.
I'm guessing you're not walking.
No, so then it will be a taxi.
Yeah, because it's going to take you more than a minute to use your footsie, so
Yeah.
cab is fine. As you're getting close to Bunker Hill, you get a text message, and he
Okay.
wants you to meet him at the bottom of Cop Hill.
Bottom of Cop Hill. Right. Okay, I'll do that then.
It takes you about 10-15 minutes in the cab,
Yeah.
and pay your cabbie, or you run from the tab, or
No, the cabbies are blue collar people, so they need their pay. I don't steal from working class people.
you see a very familiar dark figure standing at the gate to the old cemetery at Cop Hill.
Oh, this place always gives me the shivers.
It's a creepy ass location.
Yeah. Top of the evening to you, Gov.
He turns around and even in this non-scary visage, he has something waxy area about his features. Like he's always a bit too slick or whitish blue in the skin tone. It's
not
he's
not a good slick.
No, he's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's like if you haven't seen 30 Days of Night, that kind of skin color.
Yeah.
Not as fucked up, obviously, because that would Beach the Masquerade, but he has that uncomfortable.
It's like he's
anemic,
been Irish or Norwegian for 200 years.
Plus or minus. And he smiles, as he generally does, with his creepy ass smirk, and he is Mr. Deanson.
Mr. Sheriff. How to start? This is a good place to walk and talk.
I do like the quietness of this place.
Yeah, this place always gives me the shivers.
Well, the dead don't talk. Well, not this kind of dead, anyways.
Are you sure?
Well, I'm sure we can handle it if they do.
I probably will.
Now you have my full and utmost attention.
Yeah. Me and my friends, of course, we've been trying to dig into what's happened to our sires. And that has left a lot of unanswered questions.
Well, are you getting anywhere with your inquiries?
We're getting somewhere.
Hmm.
And that somewhere is a path led with questions.
Well, that's not really telling, is it?
No, of course. It seems as though Miss Masters have been targeted for something. Not quite sure what, but there were several. As I told you previously, there were several attempts at making her breach the masquerade. And now I don't know what my sire Dean actually did. What his
Mm-hmm.
breach of the masquerade actually was. So I have nothing to investigate there. But there was this there is a character's name that has been popping up in our searches, and that is Mr. E.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is a clue that I would like to, with your permission, to chase. And also, I was wondering if it was possible to know or to get to be able to view the evidence against my sire.
Hmm. I would need the permission of Mr. Masters for that,
Of course.
depending on what kind of mood he's in.
Yeah.
I could surely ask, but
I can try and have my own sources ask him. And of course, I wanted to make sure that going after these clues, after these threads, if that is, of course, not intruding into your business, being the sheriff.
no, if you wanna do your due diligence to keep the city and the Camarilla safe, I will encourage you to do so.
That is mighty grand of you, because I don't think that this necessarily is an attack on just on the master's family or on the gangrels, but I think this is an attack of the whole city to make us unstable.
I do have my own suspicions, but you being a youngling and all,
Of course,
you're not privy to all.
I need to prove myself. Of course, I know.
Yes. I can tell you this much, Mr. Deanson. You would very much fall into my good graces if you would come across any information of outside threats. Say, other faction trying to breach the walls, so to speak.
And if we should come across any threats from within.
Of course, the same.
Yeah.
My job is to keep the house clean, but also make sure that the city now stands strong and not like a sick rabid dog laying with a broken back.
Yeah, I got the impression that you're a fair and just man.
Oh, flattery.
Although with a slight
I am
cruel,
partial.
streak, but as a sheriff, I think you need to be.
Come now. It's right before you need to take me out for a dinner and a movie, Mr. Deanson.
No, I don't often flatter people. That's not within
Well,
in my nature.
Let's see what you're made of. Let's see if you have a nose of a bloodhound, shall we? Prove yourself useful. You'll find me quite giving.
No matter whose house end up on the other side of the threads.
My loyalty lies firmly and absolutely at the feet of the Camarilla.
That's mighty good to hear.
That's all us children should be of the night.
Of course.
Order must be upheld for us to survive and be strong and prosperous.
Of course.
So I guess we are in understanding then.
We absolutely are. It was good having good for us having this chat, especially in my part.
You see, that's what I wanted to talk to you about when you reached out your hand, that you might be useful to me.
Of course.
We'll see. First steps.
I'm a nosy fucker.
I like nosy fuckers, if it benefits me.
Of course. Well, I'll take my leave then and say top of the morning to you, Gov.
Right.
And I look forward to do business.
Well, you have my number.
course.
Should you come across something, don't be shy.
Be seeing ya.
He nods and he walks with his hands folded on his back as he sees he strolls amongst the old graves.
And I head back home.
All right. I'm just gonna go around here again. Christopher, what do you do?
Well, after he gets home, he's just gonna go to bed. It's late. It's got less than 2 hours to sunset. So, yeah, he's done what he needs to do for them. He just makes sure that he goes over what he's gonna do tomorrow, and which he'll be starting by calling up his grand sire's estate and try to arrange an audience about the future of the ghoul.
Gotcha. You do that in the morning or you do it this evening?
No, I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Evening.
Yeah. Inverted.
Potato,
evening
potato.
morning.
Evening morning, yeah? We were going with evening morning. Perfect. So he goes, ear.
Yep.
All right, then, Shiv, you get to Alexander's very lavish apartment.
I guess I am driving the little banged up car that's previously Aiden's. That probably has some blood in the back. So
It's a nice
there
car.
is there any parking? Yeah, it is, but is there any parking availability so I can hide this sucker away?
Oh, yeah. He tells you that you just punch in a code and there is underneath the building, there is parking.
Amazing. Park the car? Yeah. I don't think I'll be cleaning it right away, but...
You see there's an elevator from the parking garage, and you see there's really only one button and that goes up.
So it's a house or a building?
It's one of these, again, red brick, small Beacon Hill type of buildings. And when he says apartment, well, yeah, no, not really.
Yeah. Okay.
But you get the feeling that the first floor is used for some sort of a facade.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's for his ghoul, but the two other floors are clearly his.
Yeah.
So when you go in and you push the garage, it takes you boom into his living room, which is
great.
stylish to say the least. You know for a fact he's also an avid art collector.
Yeah.
There is, but he likes modern art.
Right.
He likes anything that's semi-erotic and modern.
Okay. Different from Shiv's, but that's okay. She makes money out of this shit. That's fine.
It's not your cup of tea. It's a bit full on.
Jade?
Well, Jade will sell it for sure.
Yeah.
But it's very erotic.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
90% of it is very erotic.
Sexy, sexy, sexy.
Very much so.
Yeah. I'll enjoy the view, the scenery as I try and locate Alexander.
You see he's sitting in his very lavish kitchen. He's flipping through 2 different types of newspapers. As he's on his Bang Olufsen stereo, he's listening to Billy Idol.
Right. Hey, Alex.
Hey, darling.
You are a lifesaver. I'm so well. Like, I'll keep that. Lifesaver. That's what you are. Thank you.
He
And
gets
I'll
up. He's in
kiss-
a silk robe, and he kisses both of your cheek. Well, you give you quite the fright.
I really hope I didn't interrupt your evening.
Oh, no, nothing too exciting.
I mean, I know I could probably have gone to Diana as well, but
Oh no, please.
yeah, I didn't feel like it.
And you have had adventure. This is much more interesting than any trivial night-to-night activity.
I don't know if I would call it interesting. I think it's everything is so new, and then this on top of it all. They broke down the door, and two broke down the door, the front door, and then mocked the place. I think. I don't necessarily know what they do or much about them. It seemed like JJ that these were a nuisance, that these were some sort of enemy of our kind. And
dangerous. Very dangerous.
Yeah. And with powers as well, not just firepower, it seemed.
I've never tangoed with them at all.
There was a young girl in the basement that obviously had broken in as well, so they knew about the place, and they must have looked into it for a longer period than just now.
You need to amp up the security.
Yeah.
You need to make sure that you are not a target. It will make you look terribly weak if it leaks out, Siobhan.
I understand that, and I have on my list that I need to warn Teresa, obviously.
I can tell you this much: if some of the else's say that you can't handle the responsibility you've been given, you might find yourself without that little gem. It might be regifted to someone more seasoned than you.
You mean?
It would be up to the prince. It might be given to the Bruja for all I know. Could you imagine what they would do to it? They would turn her into like a biker den.
Ugh. Well,
like
sure,
a Black
like
Panther, I don't know, rally hut.
Yeah, I know. I
don't know.
I know.
KKK supporter club. I don't know.
I know it's
the
so
Bruja.
Stupid, but I know that you've known him for so long, and I've known him for barely a minute, but I can't afford to lose that. I can't afford to lose my last connection with him. So no, I won't let that happen, and I guess I owe JJ probably a favor or two for taking that on.
You owe JJ.
Well, I don't know, but I expect that she said she would handle it, and that she would.
Okay.
I didn't know what to think about it at the time, so.
Peculiar how she's placed herself in all of this.
I mean, it seems like she wants what's best for Chris and us, but I don't know.
I do hope so.
But when you say it like that worries me a little.
It's only this thing. I have no genuine reason to suspect her for mischievous behavior, but our kind seldom do something for nothing if it's not for family.
She did not do this for Chris, that I am sure of.
So why is she doing it for you?
Good question.
I'm just Food for thought.
It's just
You've entered a world that you do not know, but don't give your trust
that
away.
is clear.
Don't give your trust away so easily, child.
Oh, I don't trust anyone.
Ow. Ow. But good girl, he says. And so you shouldn't. You do not know the schemings and the intrigues of some of these old things that walk about.
I don't. I
Have
really
in,
don't. And
have in mind that the city now is in a bit of a turmoil.
that much is clear.
There's more than talk of individuals hungry to position themselves if there would be a shift in the wind, so to speak. There are rumors, child.
Out with it, Alex.
Hmm?
You clearly know more.
He's like fanning himself with a newspaper. Well, a little mouse told me that the prince is, well, let's see, he's not the Caesar he used to be. And if he were to step down, well, whoever took that position would need backing.
I think that you have an idea of who is stepping in or who would step in.
He walks over and he strokes your cheek. As I said, child, nobody does something for nothing.
And what is it you want, Alex?
Oh, I don't want a throne, dear. I'm just saying who just did you a favor.
Well, she was talking maybe a little too much about a previous event that happened in the old country, in the old world, before Diana and Thomas.
We've all heard the
Let's go.
stories, or tidbits of it.
Right.
Diana never speaks of it.
Do you
She
know
shrugs
why?
it off.
It seemed to me like JJ only briefly mentioned her as a bystander, a person looking in and not necessarily.
The little I know. And this is me perhaps reading into Diana's demeanor. She doesn't like speaking about it. It feels like there's some shame there. Something happened all those years ago that, I don't know, tainted something within all of them.
And caused quite a rift, I believe.
Yes, but everything's been peaceful for years and years since.
Until Ophelia and Dean.
Till now. And I don't think we've seen the last of the houses causing ruckus. There's other clans that now will perhaps see possibilities for before there were none.
I mean, it seems to me that whatever happened, whoever caused the events that led to Dean and Ophelia and Aiden's true deaths, they've weakened not just one clan, but 3. I know that me and Sean and Chris, we are here, but we are nothing.
Child, the city is weakened. The city is weakened.
Yeah.
But these are long and tiring tales and discussion. And soon the golden goddess will peek over the horizon And I do not particularly find myself in a position of wanting to greet her.
No. I do have one favor I will ask of you before
Sure.
I let you go. Aiden's other place.
Yeah.
Do we still have access?
Ugh. Should do. Someone should have a key. I'm sure. Do I have a key? I might have a key because we went there. Well, I think I have a key.
Do you mind if I borrow that?
Hold on. Let's see if he can scurry up a key. It goes over to these like a little stand beside the elevator door where people throw in keys and whatever, and he like ruffles through a bunch of stuff. And he's like, "Here you go."
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If I don't, well, can I stay here tomorrow as well? Because then I can...
Honey, you can stay here as long as you want.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
But he's like, if you see a sock on the door, girl, you mind your business. He giggles.
I'll giggle along with him.
What the hell is that?
That's my fake giggling, no.
Everybody should practice a fake giggle now and again.
Obviously, one of mine's terrible, so
Yeah.
I obviously need the practice.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So, what kind of where am I stationed?
He takes you down a hall that's covered in like deepish blue velvety wallpaper, again with very erotic art. And he opens up a heavy wooden door into a very beautiful bedroom. Very modern, very white silk, a bit not as hardcore erotic art, more toned down. Big king size bed, everything you would need, ensuite bathroom. It's just very chill. He's like, I have rooms that are not that. I thought this might suit you better.
This is lovely. This is perfect. Are there windows there?
No. Well, they look like windows, but you see they are completely shut.
Okay.
Boarded up. Not boarded, but they are bricked up.
Yeah. I'll kiss his cheek and bid him good night. And then I think she would have gone over to the windows. Little dare to herself until she figured out that it's not windows. And then send a text to Teresa to communicate the velvet rope situation.
Mm-hmm.
And say to contact me whenever.
Yep. ASAP Zulu when you are.
Yeah. And then I'll do a little drawing in my diary before I go to bed.
Cool. Well, then we're going to go over to Sean as he makes his way back to the garage, I'm guessing.
Yeah. As it's not long until the sun's up, so...
Well, you ask them, as you ask them, you have 2 hours before the sun is up.
Yeah.
You actually see Angela sitting there with a blanket on the couch, almost slumbering.
Honey, well, you're up late.
Well, you sounded like we had to talk, so I got home like an hour ago, so I thought, I'll just wait and see if you get back.
I head over to the couch and climb under the covers as well.
So what's up? Do you want some tea? It's not caffeinated.
No, I think I've stopped drinking tea.
Oh.
Love.
Okay.
Take my hand.
You're being so weird. She takes your hand.
Feel my pulse.
She's like, I'm not really good at these things. Should I find one?
No.
She's like, oh, I'm not really a medic. It's like, is it my own I can feel?
Yes,
Is that your pulse or my pulse?
That's your pulse. You can
Okay,
also
but
try
what
to
do you...
feel here on your own neck. Then you should feel your pulse.
Yep.
And then try the same on my neck.
Do you see? It's like, is something wrong? I can't really find it. Are you ill? Is that what you wanted to talk to me about? Are you ill?
Well, that's maybe a way of putting it. I think I'm
She
dead.
looks just... Oh my god, she's like, I'm calling the doctors right now.
No.
I'm calling the doctors
Nope.
right now.
There's
Now. She's like grabbing for the phone. I don't get you saying you have no pulse and you're like...
I'm grabbing the phone, the phone for her before she does. This is going to freak you out.
More than this?
Seriously.
You're like, I'm sure you're dying. I can't just sit
No,
in and just...
not in the present, in the past tense.
What?
This is going to freak you out, but look at my teeth. And then I do the arg thing.
Oh, she jumps up and she's like, Virgin Mary, blood of Christ, what the fuck? She backs up, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's that.
She's just, you see, she's absolutely like dumbfounded, shocked, and she's just backing up. I can't.
Then I do the forget thing. Yeah. Just forget.
Everything. You take a stain. She a touchstone.
That's 3 stains in one night.
Yep.
That's 1 less in humanity.
Okay, I've got a pop up here. I don't know if you guys see it. It's just me. Yep. Am I frozen? Sorry, some technical stuff. No?
You're not frozen.
Good. Okay.
You're still warm.
I just had a pop up on my screen. Yeah, you take away the memory of
the last since I came in, the last minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I re-enter.
Again, you see her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been a night.
You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yeah, it was nothing important. I just need to sleep. I think this has been a night. It's been a night.
Okay. Do you want to talk tomorrow then?
Yeah, probably tomorrow.
Okay. I don't know how long you're going to sleep for or when you're going to get up. If I get up before you, I'll leave you a pot of coffee on. All right?
Yeah, do that. I'll probably sleep forever because this has been one of them nights.
Oh, all right then. She's like, night.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye. Then I go to sleep.
So yeah, that worked out.
Nope. Could have gone worse. No, it couldn't.
Could have. Oh, well, I could.
Yeah.
Get pissed her pants and shot you, stabbed you. Who knows?
Well, she would have forgotten
right.
that as well.
Yeah. Oh my god, you vile creatures.
Yeah, but what can you do?
What can you do? All of you then go to bed. And you have deep sleep with absolutely no dreams this night. And as you arise and the sun glides down behind the horizon, you can all do your roast.
I'm not religious, but I almost said a prayer.
Yeah, I go up to 3 again.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I got a 7, so I'm in the clear for whatever I'm in the clear for.
Christopher?
Yeah, he adds another hunger.
Hunger! Alright. So people have been...
Awesome.
what are we looking at here, people?
3
3.
again.
3 here.
Right. So going how fun that was last time you started to roll some dice, I'm thinking people might need to make some decisions.
Yeah. Hungry hippie. I mean hippo. I mean, fuck.
Hungry hamburger kindred. Yeah, has to be feeding tonight.
Yeah.
Really, really does.
Really,
but
really
before we
does.
go into that, I know I need to, because I have the bladder around the size of a peanut. Gonna have a quick little couple of minutes break, and then we'll be straight back into it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, and welcome back from the break. It's yet another night or evening, and if I'm not terribly mistaken, someone's feeling that little churn in their stomach. A little bit of a growl in the back of your heads.
Yeah,
think
the
all
hunger
of
is
us do.
gnawing in Chris's guts. It's like,
Oh, you wake up first like feeling fine, and then you feel that it's like being mentally, physically, like your soul being punched with a hunger you do not understand even how you're gonna quench it. You're hungry.
Big time. Ravenous.
It hurts. And the beast, as we have sort of played and talked about in the other sessions, it displays different forms within the different characters. So you will hear it call you in a different way.
really is sort of like a voice. It's just voice, just gnawing away at, just taking over, just directing his focus to fulfilling desire instead of
for
being...
Chris, it's like losing control, and Chris doesn't like to lose control.
Nope.
He feels like it's almost like you're sweating blood, because you want to fight this sense of, it's like falling into a black pool of hunger, and you're losing your control, the Christopher, to the other Christopher now that you don't know that well, which is chaos and hunger and beast.
Standing in the mirror, just talking, "Get back down, you bastard!" It's just sort of...
Jesus, that's so American Psycho, Patrick Bateman.
It's really like having a conversation with his inner beast, just telling it to shut up and get back in the back seat where it belongs.
Well.
Yeah, in the bathroom. We're sleeping in the bathtub.
Actually, I don't think that would help him that much. There's actually a window in the bath as well. But don't worry, we have plans for this. The contractor has been will be giving specifics. There will be installed some radical storm.
You could live somewhere that is safe, but you'd be like, no, don't do that.
Well, he could live there, but the emotional pain of that building is still worse than the fair.
About Ophelia? Does Chris really have emotional pain about that?
Yeah,
not so much.
something.
Apparently it
Well,
does.
Something, but that's not
maybe not so
necessarily-
much about
Something.
so much about what happened to Ophelia, as much as what happened to
Oh,
him.
himself. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I should have known.
Come on.
Oh, silly us for thinking he gave a shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's got some
Lesson
very complicated unresolved issues with his sire for sure. It's very. It's like,
Oh no, she left me all this money. Oh no, the humanity.
oh no, I'm a gold digger. I'm a gold digger. No, I think it's more about his like. He couldn't help but like Dean, but he's still pissed at Dean because, well, yeah.
Yeah, he had her.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
You can be quite.
The quintessential female.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to start then with Christopher. I just think that's fair because the boy has been grafting for days to get his target. And I think we all should give a dog a bone.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah,
go
but
with
we're still gonna
Christopher.
wait. It's still too early. He's gonna wait until the night. He's gonna wait until like 2, 3
Oh
o'clock in the
my
morning.
god. All right.
He's
then.
gonna go
So-
through this. Stay hungry.
Shiv's not waiting that long.
No. Okay.
Neither is
So,
Sean.
but
But
I-
I'm gonna have to call his Mr. Master's estate though. You gotta seek an audience.
you recognize the voice of one of his personal ghouls, like Mr. Master's residence. How may I help you?
Good evening. This is Christopher Masters calling. I would like to seek an audience with the prince, please.
Of course. Could you hold the line for just a minute, sir?
Certainly.
It's not any music or elevator music or nothing, but a mere couple of minutes later. Are you possibly free later on this evening, sir?
Any time that would be fine.
I have just referred with Mr. Martin himself, and his schedule is wide open at 10 o'clock.
Excellent. I will be there at 10.
Perfect, sir. We will happy to see you again, sir.
Thank you. He hangs up, looks in the mirror. Keep it together, you fucking fuck.
But he's also quite worried
Oh, yeah.
walking in the state you're in.
Yep. Damn it.
But you may,
Back in the good old days, all you needed to do was pop a couple of volumes. Everything would be fine. Beta blockers or something like that. Okay, he's gonna need to spend like most of the time. He's gonna send text to those to his coterie pals and ask for if they can meet at some point during the night. So, but that he'll be busy from 10 to 12, but any other time to briefly discuss a bit more. And after that, he's gonna have to call JJ as well, actually, and probably see if he can pull himself together to talk to her first, in hope to like get a hold of himself.
You're pushing it, Christopher. You're pushing it.
But I can't feed now. It's too early.
You can. You just have to change. You just have to change your plan.
Yeah, but that's how mistakes are made. Getting too eager, changing plans. That's how things go to hell.
I know, but I would like him to really think now. Yeah, to a composure.
Sure, just peer up a composure or composure plus resolve.
Yeah, composure resolve.
Let's make sure I get all the dice. How many successes do you need?
How many do you have, sir? And how
How
many
many?
of them are red?
Oh, yeah, oh, sure, that's true. Sorry, I completely forgot to. You have to roll again. You have to substitute a large amount of dice. With okay, 3 successes, but one of them are like the red kind of success. Normal success on red. So 2 black and 1 red success.
All right, I'll let that slide.
But it was a normal red. It's not the messy success red. Normal.
All right. Just rolling these dice now, and actually him doing something, thinking hard. You feel just doing something makes your beast almost stepping into you for a second, and you just have to fucker get back. if you are being pushed in a situation with, let's say, your grandsire, and you lose your shit, how is that going to look for you?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna need to do some serious willpower, mental gymnastic training here. So I think it's gonna mull on that for a while, and you can jump over to one of the others.
Yeah, because do that, because you cannot use willpower to take away blood dices.
Nope.
You cannot.
No. I mean, he's gonna meditate, try to like collect himself. He's just gonna like.
Yeah, he can think about it, but the blood is the blood is the blood. So, but I'll leave him. We're gonna go to Shiv and her hunger as she stirs in Alexander's domain.
I think, as the beast is kind of
laughing, snickering.
Yeah. Had dreaded feeling. Actually, to try and beat it down, I'm actually going to Hail Mary, look in my diary and find the drawings that I have of Aiden. Because the last time I had a conversation with where this little fucker were trying to mess with me, seeing him or whatever I thought I saw helped. So that's my Hail Mary.
You're looking at it, but the whispers are gliding into your mind. And then for 1 second, you can feel yourself almost like your lips are curling into a smile of pure hunger and almost malice.
I think
Oh, you're almost salivating.
Yeah. And I think without knowing it, can you send group texts? No, you can't. But
could you send group texts then?
I have no clue.
Anybody tell? No, you couldn't. No.
Okay. Yeah.
You can send several after one.
Yeah, I think without actually thinking about it, I've invited my party crew to my apartment in 2 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Evening. Yeah, but before
someone
party.
up for a night on town.
Yeah, because you're acting on instincts of what you are. Yeah. The dirtiness of the beast.
And I think as I realized that I just sent it to like 3 people or 4 people or whatever, how many people, it's just, it's
just
like,
yeah. Toss the phone away and like, oh my god, I'm a beast.
Yeah.
But you're also relieved that you did it. That some part of you did it.
Guts got 8.
You guts to 8?
Yeah.
You see, Alexander clearly has already left as you are stirring. And I'm guessing you're going to make your way over to your apartment straight away?
I'm just wondering where the apartment where Aiden died is. Like, if it's on the way from Alexander's apartment to my apartment, then I want to make a stop. If not, I'll do that.
No, you have to loop around for that. It's not in a direct line.
It's probably not enough time then. Well, I have if I have a 2-hour window, and if I can get there in half an hour and then get back, then I will do it.
Yeah, if you're quick about it, sure you can.
Yeah. Then I want to do that.
Well, I'm just gonna fast forward till and you're standing outside the door.
I think I'm hesitant at the door because, yeah, it's the place.
Yeah, memories are hitting you with brutal force.
Yeah, so I think I'll be standing looking at the door for too long before entering. And once in the apartment,
as you enter, I would like you to do almost like a resolve composure. Hold on, I'm just gonna look what I want. I would like insight. Wits insight.
That is 4 successes, and 2 of them are the normal red ones. So 2 normal black one and 2 normal red ones. So no critical or bestial or yeah.
As she enters, a memory hits her. And it's almost, again, it's like, maybe it's because the beast is so curling and whispering and talking and laughing, and it's like excited about the hunt, excited about the feast. For a spit of a second, a memory flashes in front of her eyes as she looks into her apartment. And she sees Aiden kneeled in front of Trixie. But Trixie is wearing a golden, almost like a golden crown, and her hair is almost to the floor long. She looks like a druid. Her hands are out to the side, and the air around them seems to sparkle in purple trickles, like little like fireflies.
That's
And it
so beautiful.
And it hits her, like, and you feel like almost like you're tearing up for a second, because she's like, oh, there he is. And then as soon as you've seen it snaps. The room feels cold and still. All the furniture is covered with white sheets. It looks like it's cleaned up by cleaning crew, packed up, boxed up. It's a shell.
Yeah. I mean, her intention in going there was to see if he had left her anything, or if she would get any, feelings, premonitions, anything out of the ordinary. So I guess now I'll just go do a little. I'll do a little search, to see if there is.
Investigation.
Yeah. Motherfucker. Okay. So I have 2 of those very fun ones that you like, that you love. Yes, 2 of those, and then I have 3 normal ones.
All right. Whoever's been here has cleaned it out. There's no trace of any dead or alive, undead, has ever lived here. Where he burned to a cinder, it's like nothing never ever happened there.
Yeah. I'll take a minute on the veranda where he probably sitting where he was before.
When you saw the speckle of ash floating around you and hitting your cheek, it is the grief now combined with a hunger sensation is fucking with your equilibrium. And you can feel your other self, the beast self, is taking more and more control of your actions. It's almost like you hear her laughing and whispering at you, you weak thing, you weak thing. You're not in the driving seat anymore. I'm taking over. It's not a split personality, but the beast is speaking to you so loudly that you just feel like you need to feed. And
to get up.
This needs just to wait, because she wants it and she wants it now.
I'll get up and I'll leave, lingering at the door, just giving it one last look before I head home.
And almost again, like the corner of your eye, you see one of these purple fireflies. Almost like you're going to see, and you look and there's nothing there.
Yeah, I need to have a conversation with Trixie. That's for sure.
The last scene we're going to do this episode is going to be with Sean as he wakes. but he's chewing
Mm-hmm.
on something.
Yeah, but I think I need to roll my humanity thingamabob.
Do the humanity thingamabob.
I failed.
So that kind of means that you're going to lose a humanity then.
That means that.
Yes, that means that. So you become a more cold-ass mofo.
More jaded.
Even
More
still,
cold.
though, it should be a lesson to his rational side that fucking with a touchstone is fucking with yourself.
Yeah, it is.
And is that self-preservation?
This is not self-preservation. But I need someone to take care of this garage.
But don't you have someone that owes you a great deal?
I absolutely do.
That's more than capable of taking care of a garage.
I have a plan. But first I need
You're
to
not really
feed.
sure. Yeah, it's almost like you're not sure if you're growling it or saying it. You're sitting there like in the couch snarling.
No, yeah. Is there anybody here?
Nope.
No.
You see a pot of coffee.
I take that pot of coffee and I pour it out into the sink.
The smell is good, but it's not what you want.
Mm.
You know exactly what you want.
And I make a dirty cup out of one of the clean ones to appear that I've been drinking.
Well, look at him upholding the masquerade and shit.
Mm-hmm. And then I head out into the night. It's Monday. That means bartenders are out and about.
Easy pickings.
Easy pickings. Definitely easy pickings. Maybe they're in the Middle East. Maybe they're elsewhere. We'll see.
This is buying them one round and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah. Bartenders are easy. Easily charmed. Yeah, we'll stop by the Middle East first. See what's up.
All right. We're actually going to leave everyone there because I think it's a good spot before we're going to have a... Well, we're going to see how that goes. Feeding frenzy. And other scheming. So we're going to stop there for this episode. And I want to, as usual, thank my players because they're freaking awesome. And you viewers, you're almost more awesome. And all the comments and all the likes. Marianne's chewing. She muted herself. Take your time, girl. We're here for it. Nom nom. Now she's laughing. Still muted.
Yeah, we can still point at her and laugh.
Karma's gonna come out of her nose.
Bastards!
Yes! and anyways, please follow, like, and comment. We're here for it. We love it. And this is definitely a labor of love. And I hope to see you, everyone, for the next episode.
Yeah, and for you guys who watch us at Twitch and wonder what all the fuss is about, we have now about 100 hours of fun and shite on YouTube. So I think the link to our YouTube channel is here somewhere. And for the YouTubers, yeah, just stay where you are.
Stay where, don't leave. Don't go anywhere. We'll get sad.
You'll
Yeah.
be right back.
We'll be right back.
All right. So, yeah, well, we will be. We will be right back. So see you guys soon.
Soon.
Bye.
Bye.